Hello dear students, welcome to our online session. I am Tirupati Naik. Today I am taking to you to AutoCAD overview of various commands. So let's we're going to begin the AutoCAD. So to start the AutoCAD, you have to click on this particular desktop. You can see this AutoCAD icon. So just double click on this. Once you double click, you will get this AutoCAD entire overview. So AutoCAD, the name of the AutoCAD will be seen here, and then the drawing file name, and then the pull down menu. This is a file, edit, view, insert, format, tools, draw, dimension, modify, parametric window. These are the various pull down menu. From here you can just click here, you will get the different commands over here. Okay, similarly for modify commands you will get here, for dimension command, then tool commands, then format to various commands, insert, view, edit, and file. So now we're going to start a new file. So how to begin with a new file? Let's see the new file, how to start. So initially when the AutoCAD opens, so it will looks like this also, like here getting start. Okay, so start the drawing. Here if you click the new file you can create, or else you can create from a file and the new, or else you can click here new. Okay, there are any options you can use. Okay, 1 2 3 different options. Also, like if you want to start the new file with the template means it's a predefined various settings. So you can select the AutoCAD DWT from here. You just click it, you will open it. So whereas you can have existing files. If you want to create already the file which is created earlier, we can open from here by just selecting this file. It will open. So same way, like we're going to learn how to open the new file. Just I'm going to click over here. So open the new file. When you open, so this drawing area will be seen here, and this particular icon commands which you are seeing here towards the left side, these are the draw icons. Okay, for draw palette. Whereas this side towards the right side, you will see this is a modify, like a erase, copy. Okay, then mirror command. Okay, these all the commands are there. Okay, so step by step we're going to learning here. Then this particular portion is called the ribbons. Okay, so here also we can see the various commands. Okay, on this icon, and then this is a property toolbar. Like this is called a particular layer. So layer on off, bridge on off. Okay, lock unlock, color we can change. Then by layer, different color we can select while creating and designing and drafting. And then different line style, you can select the different line type from here. You can load the different line type, and then we have the different line thickness also from here. Okay, so now we're going to start the new file. Okay, so particularly, and we're going to start a new object in this. So first we're going to learn about the how to do the settings. Okay, so here in this command prompt, like you can use a unit. Okay, so just you can type unit un, and you will get the unit this particular units. In this unit we can select the different types, that is architectural drawing if you are creating it, then decimal for mechanical, engineering, civil drawings, fractional, scientific, different units you can select. The units like an mm, inches, meter, feet options we can select. Decimal in the mm normally, whereas in architecture and engineering is a feet and inches option. Okay, so now here in this angle type we can select the angles, degree, minute, second, or radian, or radians, survey units, all these things. Whereas in the precision, so when you are selecting any dimensions, that is a 10 comma 0 0, you can select this, or as a 10 comma 0, or a 10 comma 0 0. Like in want to specify in micron, then 3 decimals. If it is in feet, meter, you can select the first option as a 0 option here. Okay, then here drawings inches or millimeter, we can select for mechanical millimeter, for civil and architecture select the inches unit. So once you are selecting this decimal and a millimeter for mechanical setting, and you can see the sample over here, sample outcome, and then you have to select the OK. So that's how you have to set the unit. Similarly, you can set the limits also, that you have to type a limits, LIMINS PS limits. So in this limit you can specify the lower limit of this 00 and then this particular 12,9, that is in A4 size in inches. You can convert into A4 size or A3 size. Okay. So for that, no, for example, for A3 size is 420 by 297. 420 by 297. So just I entered. So now this entire drawing area, which is converted from the 12,9 of rectangular into 420 by 297. Okay. So this is how you're going to define. Then F7 is for grid on off. Like it is all the grids we can see it. So you can switch on off, or else you can grid on off from the bottom here in the status bar. Grid on off F7 you can use. Okay. So while designing and drafting with no need of grid on, okay, you can switch off that. Okay, grid. Similarly, grid and then snap. Okay, that is F9. Okay, when you are using the grid, you have to use the F7 and 2 point. Okay, this will shift from keep switch off. Okay, so today we're going to learn about various commands, that is a revision cloud. So in this revision cloud, this revision cloud is basically used for defining a detailing of the drawings. Like this is a particular design of pipe or bicycle structure. In this particular portion, I want to define a detailing. I want a detailing of this drawing. So I have to define it like this is called a revision cloud, like a arc shape, a polyline. So this particular object, how to create that, I'm going to show here. Okay. So here we have to use the cloud. Okay. And then at the bottom you can see the specify the start point. Okay. So you have to specify the start point, and then you can just click on this. So you can create a like this. You can create a cloud. Okay. So I'm going to delete this, erase. Again, cloud. Select the object like a style, S for style, and I'm going to use the normal, N for normal, C for calligraphy. N is the normal, and now I can create this. So now it is a normal simple single line, that is called this one. Why this is used? Because if you have a certain object, like I'm creating simple drawing, I want to define this particular corner detailing sharp corner or something else. Okay, or else defined as a radius or something. A radius, 3 mm, trim option, trim. So this particular drawing, this corner, I want to do the detailing. In this case, you can use this cloud. Okay, so here you can just show like this. So this is how we have to use the cloud object. Okay, so this is a revision cloud command. By using that, you can define like this. Okay. If I want the different style in the cloud itself, we can do that also. First, I'm going to remove this object with the erase command. Here again, cloud. Select the style option from here, S for style, and then C for calligraphy. Select the calligraphy, and then so this is how like this object has increased the thickness. So that is like a calligraphic shape it is shown. That's called the calligraphy. Again, erase command. So I'm going to remove this. Arc, A for arc, you can use the arc. Specify the minimum length, we can increase by 25, and then maximum is 50, and then you can start. So now the bigger the shape is going to be increased, the shape is changed. That's how we can create. Okay, so here this arc shape has increased. Earlier is a 5, now it is a 25. Okay, that's how we can change the style of this option. So in this cloud command, what I had shown you about, one is about the calligraphy to normal, and then the second one is the to increase the shape of arc. Okay, so again I can change to normal size, again 5 and 5. Now this is the smaller one. Now to remove the calligraphy, then again use the command calligraphy, C for calligraphy, and now again use the command. So now it is the select command, then go to style and use the N for normal, so it has removed. So this is how we can do the setting for a particular command called a revision cloud. Next we will see how to create a spline curve. Okay, so this is a spline curve. In this spline curve, it is used for creating a simple like a curvature for creating a 3D object. Okay, so this defines the various spline curves for creating various object for surface modeling. To be used this kind of R command. Okay, so that's also we can learn. So now here in spline command, go to the spline and we can use the first point to define here, and then second point, third point, 4, 6, 7, 8 like this. So you can create a smooth curvature. So that is called the spline command. Okay, so this is how we can use this particular command. Next option is a ellipse command. In this ellipse, a major axis and minor axis. So let's say I'm going to show you the ellipse, how to create an ellipse. In this now, creating a 3.1 to 3 point, you can create an ellipse, or else you can create a major axis and a minor axis. So this is a major axis and this is the minor axis. Okay, so we can define this. Then also you can use with the angle also, and we can create a half of the elliptical shape also. So these kind of shapes is called an ellipse. So here we have to select the ellipse command. In this ellipse, we have to define the first point, then use a relative coordinate system or polar coordinate system. So at this bottom in the status bar, you have to type @ 50, then angle 0 degree, and this is a 50 from here to here first point, and then major axis is 25. 25 is the minor end. So this is a 50 and this is 25. It looks like a circle. Why? Because major axis and minor axis both are equal. So again we can create this option, say start point, then 50 less than symbol, and then say 10. So this is a 50 mm and this is a 10 mm. So this is a elliptical shape. The second one is for creating elliptical arc. Okay, so the first point, then again 50 less than symbol, 0, then 10 is the minor axis, and start diameter say 90 degree to 180. So that's how we can create a 90 to 180. So this is the arc, which is the elliptical transition piece. Okay, that is called the ellipse. So cloud command, then spline, and then ellipse and the arc ellipse. The next is the insert block and the make block. First we have to learn how to create a make block. So for that we have to create a hexagon. So this is an hexagon. So in this hexagon 6 sides, select the 6 polygon, number of sides 6, and then center of polygon, just take the point, inscribe, and then 20 radius. So this is an hexagon. So this hexagon I want it in multiple places. Okay, you can use the copy command, but block command is for creating a multiple object. So this block command you can use from the draw and block make, or else you can select the block, and then name this. Say I want to say hexa, and then specify the base point. So select this point, and you can do specify this base points from the center. So I am not getting the center point of here. Then you can define a particular object, or else you can select this particular point as a center point, and then select the object. I have to select the object, right button, So first I have to select the point, and then selecting the object. You can select the settings of your millimeter. Okay, in this particular option, so most important is the name, and then pick the point and then select the object. These are the three options are most important. And these three options you can keep any one of it. So retain means this object will be remain in the drawing. Convert to block means single entity converting, and then delete means it will be removed. So delete option and then say OK. Okay, so now I have created a hexagon object. Now I have to insert that multiple times, okay, in this drawing. Then I have to use the insert, okay. So select the insert block, and then from there, whatever I have created the hexa, so it will be appearing in this name, or else you can browse. If you have created this, you can select this hexa, okay, and then after this specify the point, say OK, and then place it. You can place it number of times just by pressing the space bar. Again, you can say like this. So n number of times you can go on placing this. What you have to do is you have to select the insert command, select the option, that is the hexa, and say OK, and then place wherever you want. Okay. So either if you want in this particular corner, you can select this corner. Okay. So this is how creating an hexagon and creating an insert option. This particular both the options are available here in insert block. From here also you can insert this object. Okay. So wherever you can place it. So that's how we are creating a cloud line, and then ellipse, then arc ellipse, and then insert block, and creating a block. This is what we are today learned about the various commands of division cloud, then spline, and then ellipse, and elliptical arc, and then insert command, and then making a block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 commands today we will learn. So practice this at home, okay, thoroughly, and then we're going to catch you again in the next session. So thank you so much.